are back in Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky 3rd. So, the video files are not working, and if you're having trouble with that, I came here to kind of show you something to get around it. So right now there is a fast forward button, even though there is not a skip button, so in the event you have to go through these scenes again, if you hold fast forward, you can pass through them like this. Unfortunately, when the characters have to move like that, you can't really speed through, but you can skip the text boxes. Now, if you can't get the video files to work yourself, what you have to do is you have to pull up the configuration tool, and in the middle on the right side there's going to be a dotted box, well, two of them. It's going to say Movies. Click Disable or No or something along those lines, basically the negative option, and that will turn off the videos whenever you are in the middle of the game. So right here is when the opening song would play. It's not really that impressive. It's not even that great a song either, in my opinion, but some completionists out there may want to see it, and unfortunately there is no remedy I can provide. But once disabled, it's going to skip over to this scene, which is the Merkaba, I believe. Septine Church, Grancel operated Special Ops Airship Merkaba number 5. Congratulations on completing your operation, sir. My thoughts exactly. That seemed to be a rather easy one for you in the end, too. Compared to what they're usually like, it was. If I had a bit more time, I could have enjoyed some private time with a real gem of a woman, too. But I'll have to settle for crying myself to sleep tonight. Not this again. Unless you want another earful from the commander, you might want to start taking your work more seriously. I know, lighten up a little, yeah? I swear, I'll never get how hard-headed you hard-headed types ended up assigned to a slacker like me. This may come as a shock, but you are a Dominion, you know. We can't very well have you acting alone without any form of backup. As long as you're here and the ship is under your command, then slacker or not, we're here too. Even then, you've got a lot less squires in your service than you should have. Maybe you should take this chance to gather up a few more. I think I'm gonna have to pass. That'll just make it even harder for me to work on my own. I thought you'd say that. We'd prefer if you'd actually trust us to help you a little bit more, sir. I mean, all we could do in that salt pail operation was transport the thing. You say that as a transport, and it isn't a huge responsibility in itself. After all, the last thing we wanted was him catching wind of it and becoming wary of us. Is something wrong? Oh, not a thing. Anyway, as per the original plan, we need to get ourselves back to Arteria ASAP. We should be able to reach there by noon tomorrow, or today now, I guess. Got it. Where's it from? Arteria, apparently. It's a call from Commander Selnate. Oh, you are kidding me. Getting a call from her right after a mission is always a bad, bad sign. Let's get this over with, put her through. Alright. Evening, Kevin. Sounds like you did well. Fill me in on the details. It basically went without issue. The artifact was the Fool's Locket. There were signs of society involvement, but it looks like they've cut any ties with him a long time ago. I see, as I thought then. Good work all around. I'd say you deserve a well-earned rest. But unfortunately, I can't grant you one right now. And here we go. Is something the matter? Oh, I'm just dandy. Please continue. Well then, as much as I hate to spring this on you immediately after finishing one mission, I've got something I'd like you to do for me. Regarding a heretic, I assume. Not this time. All I want you to do is pick something up. The object in question is currently being held underneath Grancel Cathedral. Grancel? Do you think this object may be somehow related to the Oriole? It's a distinct possibility. Can I count on you to handle this? Alright. That said, we've already got one artifact on the ship that needs transporting back, so I'll let the crew here take that to Arteria. I'll handle going to Liberl on my own. That's fine with me. Incidentally, you won't actually be alone. I've dispatched a rookie squire to aid you. They'll be serving you from now on, so do play nice, won't you? Wait a minute, just a minute. You can't just spring a rookie on me out of nowhere like this. Meetings ordained by the goddess always come suddenly and unannounced. Don't worry though, they won't be a burden. The abilities they demonstrated during training were truly something special. Well, I will be praying for your success. Well, congratulations on the new recruit. We were only just saying you could do with more squires serving you. And I was so not down. I can't believe this. She never changes, I swear. If all the people reading that book had any idea what a hellion she is in real life. Carnelia? I've always wondered whether publishing it was really such a good idea, to be honest. It's a complete advertisement saying we exist to the world. If anything, I'd say a book that wild just serves to make people less likely to believe we really exist. So in case you're wondering, yes, Selnet is Carnelia. And then the heroine died in it, which obviously is a big fat lie. If they'd actually met her, they'd know she's the kind of woman who could probably take a bullet to the head and just ask for a cigarette first thing. I think we should probably refrain from commenting here. Anyway, you guys heard her. I'm gonna leave taking care of everything else here relating to our mission to you guys. Just follow the money trail. There might still be hidden accounts we don't know about. Understood, sir. What will you be doing from here? We'll need to return to Arteria, obviously, but we can drop you off somewhere. You can put me down in any old state we pass on the way there. Preferably near a town that has international flights going out of it, I guess. Got it. Oh, looks like the sun started coming up. So, Prologue, the Gralsritter. Same day, afternoon. In the skies of Midwestern Zemuria, roughly 500 selj from Liberl. International airliner Grantham. Wonder who that is taking pictures, don't you? Check out that frame rate. Believe it or not, that's 30, even though it looks much worse. Why, it's Dorothy. Who would have guessed? Ah, they've gone out of sight now. Wonder if they're busy migrating. Looks like they can't keep up with the ship, though. Guess not every bird can be as fast as Sieg. But they were just the cutest. Well, look who it is. I know you. It really is you. Long time no see, Dorothy. I sure wasn't expecting to run into you here. Funny coincidence, huh? It really is. It's good to see you again, too, Father... You don't remember my name, do you? Don't be silly, of course I do. It's, Oh, I remember. It's Onion Graham. But of course, how lucky I am to have been named after such a multi-purpose plant. That's not even a name, Dorothy. You really did forget, didn't you? And yet, you somehow managed to remember my last name like it was nothing. I was just being silly. A couple days ago, I heard this amazing onion hot pot over in the eastern quarter of Calvert, so I've still got onions on the brain. I couldn't believe a hot pot with just onions in it could taste that good, but I swear it did. It was so comforting and sweet. So that's how I ended up saying onion instead of your name. Whatever. So if you insist you haven't forgotten, what is my name then? I do insist, I never forget. It's lovely to see you again, Jasmine Graham. But of course, how lucky I am to have been named after such a fragrant plant. That might be an actual name this time, but it's a woman's name. I see. So you're here to carry out a follow-up investigation on all that trouble that happened earlier in the year. That's about the gist, yeah. Come to think of it, how'd you end up on an international liner like this? You said you were in the Easter Quarter, right? Were you there to write about it for the Liberl News? Yep. Nial actually let me go on my own this time, too. Wow, that was daring of him. Not sure I'd want to let you handle traveling abroad for a report alone. Then again, it's only by taking up positions of responsibility that people can properly grow. Oh, I'm doing plenty of that. I mean, I wasn't sure what I'd do when I ended up in Calvert instead of Beausset Market, but I managed just fine. Wait a second. Nial told you to go to Beausset, not Calvert? He sure did. Then I got on the airship, fell asleep, and before I knew it, I was chilling out in Calvert's capital. Weird, huh? It sounds like you got on the wrong airship to me. Let my brain catch up. So you were in the Republic for literally days when you weren't even supposed to be there at all? Did you even have enough money to manage? Or, ideos help us, a passport? Well, fortunately there was someone from the Liberlian embassy at the airport who could issue me a temporary passport, so that was okay. And then tons of people were really nice to me and helped me while I was there, so I had all the dough a girl could ask for. I don't even know where to start. Niall must be worried sick about you, huh? You think? He didn't sound so hot when I called yesterday to say I'd be coming back to the office today. I keep telling him that all that smoking is bad for him, but he never listens. I don't think you can pin the crime on tobacco this time, Missy. Thank you all for taking this journey aboard the Gretna today. You'll be arriving at our terminal, Grancel City, in roughly 30 minutes. We ask that you take this chance to check that you have all your belongings with you and to return to your seats before we begin our landing. Until then, please enjoy the remainder of your flight. Sounds like we're almost there. We're gonna have a walk around the ship to kill some of the last half hour. How about you? I'm not sure. Suppose I might as well go and snap some more photos. It's not often I get to take an international liner like this. Sounds like a plan. See you later, then. Later. Did you hear the announcement, sir? If not, we will soon be arriving at Grancel City, so it might be wise to check that you have all your belongings on your person while you still have time to look for anything that's missing. My sister can be unbelievably stubborn sometimes. How am I supposed to enjoy sightseeing when she's being like this? No, I'm not budging on this. We are going to Airbay Royal Villa after Grancel Castle, and that is final. I can't believe you're actually considering just going around fishing, of all things. I'm not really very good with heights. I mean, it's not a phobia level or anything, it's just not very good with them. That was one amazing business discussion. Never thought I'd see the day when Murano wouldn't have the upper hand on me, and wouldn't have the upper hand on one, but it just happened. The world is full of surprises. That bargainer really knew how to put up a good fight for someone so young. Still, I've got an excellent information dealer working for me, too. So next time we do business, it's going to be a 6-4 deal in my favor. Now scratch that 7-3. I used to be a sailor back in the day, but now I always use airships to get around. They're way faster than boats for one thing, and unlike orbital buses, you don't end up with a sore ass after a long journey. Mommy, can I go have a look outside? Can I? No, you can't. Please sit down like a good girl. We're almost there now anyway, so just be quiet. May have to smack that kid around a bit to put him in line. We're finally back home in Liberl, which means it's time to start thinking of getting a house for ourselves. What kind of house would you like? The two of us spent the past half a year traveling all around the continent. I could have wished for a better honeymoon. I'm so glad I chose him to spend the rest of my life with. My wife went back to her family's home. I mean, I'm as aware as anyone that I've been so busy with work lately that I haven't been able to spend any time with her, but if I knew it was going to come to this, I would have sat down and talked to her about it a long time ago. Being out here feels amazing. Kid, you remind me of Estelle. I don't even want to be here right now. Why do I have to go out of my way to see him anyway? It's not fair. Alright, right? Orbital pressure looks perfectly normal. Sorry, I'm going to ask you not to come down here, sir. The elves make me. Nothing down here. Why do you want to know who I wanted to be as a child to begin with? It's not really something you normally tell complete strangers with cameras in their hands, you know? I'm on to you, mister. You can't distract me. This is a serious news report here, so please answer my questions. She sure is making good use of those reporter's privileges. Who knew you'd be so persistent? How can I get out of this? You can't tell her a tough guy like me used to want to be a pastry chef. We're approaching the Bagan Range. Be careful of potential air turbulence in this area. I know. I've been doing this route for 3 years now. I know what I'm doing, man. Don't go getting yourself too worked up now, man. You'll just end up screwing up even more, like usual. Anyway, first thing is stopping by the central factory in Zeiss. There's no better place to learn about cutting-edge orbital tech than there. You don't really have to make the most of it, really. The cleaning staff for these airships really do a splendid job, don't they? They're a fine role model for the rest of the service industry. I'll have to see my grandchild in Grancel. We haven't seen each other in 3 years now. I've been really worried with all of the trouble that's been happening in Liberl. Yes, I'm almost finally in Liberl. Why did I come, you asked? Because it's the last spot the ancient dragon was sighted. There's no information on where it went after it showed up here, so I want to try and pursue it. This is the best place for me to come. As soon as we land, I need to go and talk to Lyndon to see if he knows anything. So I've spoken to everyone. Ah, there we go. This is a passenger announcement. We'll soon be arriving in Grancel City, the terminus of this liner. We suggest that all passengers return to their seats as soon as possible, as the airship may be unsteady during landing. It's so lovely to be back here again. The Republic was a wonderful place too, but you can't beat the air here in Liberl. You wouldn't believe all the stuff that happened half a year ago looking at Grancel now either. It's almost completely back to normal. The people here sure are strong for what's usually such a peaceful country. Well, it's a country ruled by a queen. Everyone knows women are tough in the face of adversity. I'm not sure whether you're a perfect example of that or the opposite. You're right about the air here, though. It is nice. Nostalgic, almost. Makes me feel a little homesick. Your home's in Arteria, right? The place with all the really big churches and stuff. Nah, I'm not actually from Arteria. Not many people are. It's actually pretty darn small. Smaller than most states around the continent. It's where the high seat of the Septian Church is, so lots of pilgrims and clergymen gather there, but few are actually born there. Oh, really? So where are you from, then? Dorothy... Nial, I'm home. Did you miss me? Did I miss you? Of course I missed you. What in Idios' name have you been doing? I sent you to Bose. How'd you end up in Calvert? You were definitely on the westbound liner. I'm sure of it. I really don't know. Oh wait, I might actually know. Go on then. Spit it out. I bet I'm a sleepwalker. After I got on the right airship, I fell asleep and then sleepwalked onto the wrong one. To think that all of this could turn out to be a part of some elaborate murder plot. Wowie, all of a sudden I feel like I've walked right into a mystery novel. Sleepwalkers don't change airships, you idiot. I'm all out of breath now. Are you alright? I really do think you should cut down on your smoking. You're not as young as you used to be, you know? Oh right, your 30th birthday was last Friday too, wasn't it? Happy birthday. I bought a cake over in Calvert and had a big celebration for it, too. How is it that you remember useless crap like that and not things that actually matter? I bet you were just looking for an excuse to eat cake all by yourself, weren't you? You should have seen it, Nial. It was made with Eastern matcha, so it was unlike any cake I'd ever seen. The perfect blend of sweetness and bitterness was just sublime. I took lots and lots of cute pictures of it, so I'll show you them all later. You brought me pictures of a cake. At least bring back a souvenir. Man, they always felt like they'd go into business as a comedy duo and actually make money off it, but they're even more of a crack-up now. Wait a second. Nice to see you again, Nial. You're looking the same old, though you're not so happy about that. What are you doing here? Please, please tell me she didn't end up going to Arteria and causing trouble there too. Your wish is my command. We just ran into each other on that airship by total coincidence, that's all. Oh, good. You had me worried for a minute. I was scared so she'd gone and smashed some super expensive stained glass windows in the cathedral there, or who knows what. I'm so sorry for what you have to put up with. Shh, you're too much of a worrywart. Whose fault do you think that is? Still, it's good to see you again, Father. What brings you to Liberl? Something else happened here? Just a bit of work-related business I gotta take care of. It's not part of a major investigation, so don't go getting your hopes up. Nothing of interest is gonna happen. I'll be the judge of that. Anyways, where are you staying for the time being? Grancel Cathedral? I'll have to drop by and say hi sometime when I get the chance. Go for it. In the meantime, I'm dragging your butt right back to the office, Dorothy. You're going to tell us all about the hell you've been doing these past 2 weeks. You betcha. I snapped photos of every meal I had while I was over in Calvert, so I'm sure if we develop them, I'll be able to remember everything. I'm not talking about your gourmet report. Seeing those two together really makes it sink in that I'm back here. Thinking about it, I wonder how all the others here are doing. I know Estelle and Joshua are abroad at the moment, but I've got no idea what the others are up to. Is that you, Father Brown? Lieutenant Colonel Sid. It's good to see you again. I'm pleased to see you've been keeping well since we last met at that banquet. The same to you, sir. I gotta say, I wasn't expecting you to be the army representative who came to meet me, though. I figured it'd be Julia. It may have been, but she's currently out on another mission, so unfortunately you'll have to make do with me. I didn't have anything better to do, so I came in her place. There's no need to be so modest. A little bird told me you were going to be promoted to full-on colonel soon, aren't you? I shouldn't be surprised that your people have such a good information network, but I still am. Still, I'm afraid I feel the position is too much responsibility for me as I am. Brigadier General Bright still has plenty of work left in him, too. I won't want to take any of it from him. Poor Cassius is still getting worked to the bone, huh? Anyway, getting down to business, it's in Grancel Cathedral, right? That's correct. It's being kept underneath it to be more specific, although I imagine you're already aware of that much. I hear laymen like myself can't even enter it without the knight's permission. Pretty much. It's a special place, you see. I'll fill you in on the details when we get there. Alright then. Well, we may as well head there right away. There's someone I want you to meet in the cathedral. Who? Let's just say, someone who's been assisting with this case. They'll be apprising you of the details on what you're dealing with here. No, those were not gunshots. I hope. So that's the castle. And then I think this is the central part of town. First place was the east side, by the way. Or at least the right side, I don't necessarily know if it's east. This is the west side of town that has the cathedral, if I remember correctly. There you are. It's good to see you again, Archbishop. You look very well. And you must be... I wasn't expecting you to be quite this young. How old are you? What? 22, that's a lot younger than I expected. Are the Grancel really so short-staffed that they're handing out the most important posts to kids? Can't blame you for assuming the 5th Dominion will look like more of a veteran, can you? Your surprise is written all over your face. Someone in your position should have a much better poker face than that. Maybe you need to redo your training from scratch. Or are you just acting, I wonder? How do you... Professor Russell, please. He isn't here for you to try and pick a fight with him. Please try and be a little less deliberately provocative. What? Hell no. He's here to steal the thing we went through so much effort to bring up, and you want me to play nice? And kindly don't call me that ever again. I don't want to be addressed in the same way as that old coot. Of course, man. Wait, Russell? Then you are... I suppose I should introduce myself. I'm Erica Russell. I'm sure it's not a name you're going to be forgetting anytime soon. Still, I sure didn't expect to run into little Tita's mother here. I'd heard you and your husband were both living abroad. What brought you back? What do you think? After all that went down here, there was no way I was staying out of the country any longer than I had to. Though with how remote the region we were in is, it was all over by the time word reached us. Had we found out sooner, I sure wouldn't have let that maniac pull half the crap he did. Doesn't sound like you're too happy with the professor nowadays, huh? Talk about an understatement. That whack job actually took my little girl to that floating city with him. I get that he's soft towards her, but that's no excuse for exposing her to danger. That's fair? And if that wasn't bad enough, he'd let that red-headed scumbag get near her too. That utter cretin isn't fit to be within 50 arge of my darling Tita, never mind actually getting friendly with her. So, you don't like Agate, huh? Don't you dare speak that filthy name in front of me ever again. When I'm finished with him, he'll wish he'd never been born. He might have survived that last onslaught, but we'll see how he fares against an even more powerful unit, won't we? I get the feeling this is a matter we're better off not prying into. I thought the same, so I don't know any more about it than you do. Incidentally, the Professor Russell you're more familiar with is currently vacationing abroad. As such, she has been assisting us with his case in his place. I see. Are you two listening to me? Of course. Sorry. Whatever. This staircase sure is long, though. How much farther do we have to go? Not much, as far as I know. Yep, there we go. A dead end? I hope you've got a good explanation for this. I do. This isn't a dead end, but to go any farther, I'm going to need you to undertake a ritual of sorts with me. Well, this certainly took a turn for the strange. Is this an example of the church's famous thaumaturgy? Something like that, yes. Specifically, I would like you to undertake a form of suggestion. I'm not sure I follow. You want us to promise not to tell anyone what we see here, right? That's a little extreme, so no. The Colonel is obviously going to need to report what happened here to his superiors, for one thing. All I want you to promise is that you won't tell anyone who you aren't certain you can trust. I don't need you to say it. I just need you to think and believe it. Weird, but alright. If that's all you want us to do, so be it. I feel the same way. Should we deliberately repeat it in our minds, then? You don't even need to do that. It should just come completely naturally to you. Alright, here goes. In the name of she who dwells above, do I hold this consecrated septium. Space's golden glow, consciousness' silver glow. By your opposing natures, reveal to them the path that leads to your sacrament. What? How did that door appear? Thank you both for your assistance. I can see that you were true to your word. I see. So if we just said it but didn't really mean it, we wouldn't be able to see anything, right? And yet I can hardly believe what happened. I imagine it would be uncouth of me to ask how all this works. Yeah, I'd really rather you didn't. Anyway, come on in. Years, I had no idea that such a place lay hidden beneath Grancel Cathedral. Well, it's not exactly something we publicize. It was built in accordance with the agreements between the church and royal family. It has but one purpose: to suppress the power of ancient artifacts and keep their influence in check. I see. Its importance to you as Grelsritter is quite clear, then. I'd assume there are similar ones in other places other than Liberl, too. Well, I won't deny it. Anyway, we call this place a primal ground. Now there's a deep name if I ever heard one. Is the original ground the others are based on in Arteria? I'll take that as a yes. I'm not confirming anything. I was just thinking about how much you take after the other Professor Russell, is all. Well, thank you not to associate me with him. You might trump me a little on the theoretical side of things. When it comes to the practical side of orbital science, I could beat him in my sleep. And I was the one who designed the fundamental systems of the Capel and the Arcel, you know. Really? Nice. But I think we're getting off topic here. This is the object in question, right? That's correct. It was pulled off 3 days ago from the area where the Liberl Ark sank, and we believe it to be an artifact. Maybe I should call it the Liberl Ark, I'm not sure. 3 days prior, roughly at the center of Valeria Lake. Where the Liberl Ark sank. Damn, sun going down already, huh? If this spot turns out to be a bust, we're probably gonna have to call it quits for today. We can only hope. Professor Russell is certain that this is the area where we should be looking. Yep, and if she says it's here, it's here. Unfortunately, as you know, Valeria Lake's about as deep as a lake can get. Depending on how small the thing we're looking for is, actually finding it could be a real task and a half. Is it likely to be small, though? The orbital reading suggests what we're dealing with being quite a large object. Oh, I wouldn't judge its size based off all those. Professor. Hey there, kiddo. Finished getting us a new estimated location? Just about. It'd be real swell if you knocked it off with the kiddo thing, though. I'm not sure it's the most appropriate way to address a married woman, much less one who's already popped out a child. Sorry, but old habits die hard, you know? Hard to make the switch when you've been calling you that ever since you were about knee-high. Well, I'll let you off this time. Back to work. Can you ask your subordinates to stand down for the time being, Colonel? Is this the spot, then? Were you able to calculate exactly where the object is? Give or take an arge, yes. Judging by the readings, what we're trying to pull up isn't all that big either. Probably about 50 reg, maybe even less. You serious? I thought we'd be dealing with a real monster, not something the size of Antoine. Still, if it does turn out to be an artifact, this could be problematic. Unfortunately, the church isn't going to want to let us keep it, but that's for sure. I really cannot stand them. No matter how hard you work to get your hands on something, the second it turns out to be an artifact, they swoop in like it's their goddess-given right to have it. It ticks me off. Easy there. We don't know for sure that it's even an artifact yet. Regardless, I'll pass on the message to my subordinates right away. I'll leave the rest here to you, Gustav. You got it. Let's see what we're dealing with, yeah? Okay, that's the spot. Go on ahead. Yes, ma'am. Beginning the salvage operation. That sound just fills me with dread. Does salvage crane sound like it's in poor condition to you? Oh, that's not really what I meant. I just can't bring myself to like artifacts, you see. We can't explain how they have the power they do, but they have it, and it's not something we can ignore either. As a researcher, I can barely imagine anything more frustrating. Even when we can't help but be captivated by them, we're well aware that any attempt to solve their mysteries is pointless. I see. When you put it that way, I can understand to a degree how you must feel. Half a year has passed since all the chaos came to an end, and on the surface we're back to normal. But even now, we still don't know what truly happened here or what it signified. Yeah. Not that I was here to see it all happen, of course. Crane arms reach the bottom of the lake. I'm gonna attempt to grip the object. Swing and a miss. Moving 30 reg to the right. There we go. Yep, we've got it. Want me to pull it up? Please do. The moment of truth, huh? Here we go. What? Oh my. I see. Still looking at it. Correct. There were orbital readings coming from the artifact when we found it, but not anymore. And I'm sure I don't need to spell out the significance of that, do I? Now it's plain as day why you decided to stay away from me now. If an artifact has lost its power to exempt from the traditional agreements governing them, it doesn't need to be given to the church, that it. You already understand me so well. We can cut right to the chase then. The orbital readings disappeared just before we handed the artifact over to the Cathedral, as it so happens. It's currently being looked after here, but the formal procedures to transfer ownership have yet to be completed, making its legal owner unclear. So in your expert opinion, what should be done here? This is a tricky one. I'm assuming Liberl wants to assert ownership of it in this scenario, right? If anything, it's the professor here who wants to do that. I'm merely accompanying her as a representative of the Royal Army. The only reason it's not lying at the bottom of Valeria Lake right now is because of ZCF's salvage efforts, and if you don't know, ZCF is Zeiss Central Factory. I'd say we have every right to keep it, personally. From what I heard, it's completely impossible to analyze an artifact that's no longer active. I don't see how it'd be any of use to your research as things stand now. But you're sure you want it that badly? Absolutely. We're talking about an object found at the site of where a massive floating city used to be. I may not have seen it happen, but it sounds like everything we thought we knew about the world was more or less proven wrong. You know, by the truth that you people in the church have kept hidden for the past, I don't know, 1,000 years. As for that Ouroboros group, they don't make much more sense than you guys. The more I hear about their advances in technology, the less I can work out how it's even possible. I don't know what the truth is or what's really happening here in this land. But I can't stand by and feign disinterest in knowing the answers anymore, and I'm far from alone. So long as there's the slightest chance that artifact can shed light on what I want to know, I want it. I think you made your point, Professor. It's not as though interrogating him will achieve anything. True enough. Well, you've heard what I've got to say. It's now up to you to tell us what we're going to do. Will you hand over the lump of metal, or won't you? Well, that brief hesitation was all it took to spawn a great evil. And here's our squire. Who is she? No way. It crawled through the fields, ran through the hills, and spread disaster in the skies above. An excerpt from the Book of Ezra, verse 2, Disaster Unleashed. I apologize for the delay in coming, Father Graham. My name is Rius Argent, and I'm a squire of the Grancel. I look forward to working under you. I didn't think we'd end up having more company. Wait a second. Is something the matter? So that's how they think they can get me, is it? But they can't just bribe me so easily. I'm better than that. Maybe I underestimated the Grancel. They think they can break my will to fight by sending a girl like you my way, do they? But I'm not going to go down so easily because I've got a secret weapon of my own. Behold, the most powerful force in the universe. Isn't that... That's Tita, isn't it? How cute. Isn't she? I bet you just want to jump into this photo and squeeze her like a stuffed toy right now, don't you? I should have known a cutie patootie like you would be able to appreciate the same qualities in others. Anyway, that's why no matter how freaking adorable you may be, you can't take me down, because I've got a natural immunity. I beg your pardon, but I'm afraid I'm not really following. Are you saying that someone is cute, but are you referring to me? Who else would I be talking about? You've got such an aura of maturity about you, and yet your features still have that irresistible trace of innocence to them. And then they throw you into a sister's habit to compliment it all like a cherry on top. That's the most flattering habit I've ever seen. If I didn't have my protective field, I'd be in real danger here. Why are you looking at me like that? I'm just saying. Might I inquire as to the identities of the people with you, Father Graham? Sure. The lady is Professor Erica Russell of Thy Central Factory, while the gentleman is Lieutenant Colonel Sid of the Royal Army. Seriously though, Father Graham, really? So you're the people who initially discovered the artifact, then? Thank you for your cooperation in our work. We will take over looking after it from here on out. That will be all. Wait, what? Hold on a minute, we haven't finished deciding what to do with it yet. Perhaps not, but my intention was to save you the time and effort required to do so by making the correct judgment myself. Whether it has lost its power or not, that is no ordinary artifact. It is potentially related to one of the Septarions. I'm surprised that you even humored the option of letting an outsider take custody of it. I mean... Well, you sure know how to pick a fight. Go on then. What legal basis do you have for taking it from us? The agreements with the Church quite clearly say that artifacts that have lost their power are exempt from the usual rules. I have no legal basis, but you have no more of one for keeping it. If we are following the agreements to the letter, no one is allowed to assert ownership of inactive artifacts. It belongs to neither you nor me. It is simply an abandoned object with no owner whatsoever. So all you got is, I don't need a reason, it's mine, that's final. To put it bluntly, yes. Well, if that's how you want to play it... What's your take on this, Kevin Graham? Well, by all means. Me? I thought I'd been kicked out of this conversation. But, well, I can't say I don't want to take it back to Arteria with us. But after all the help Liberl's given us, I'd feel bad about just snatching it from them without even giving them a valid reason. Both arguments have a degree of merit, but neither is clearly more correct. I'm not quite sure how you'll solve this one. You, do know you're smack dab in the middle of this too, right? Whoa. My. What is it? Why do you both look so surprised? What do you mean, why? Did the two of you not hear that? Hear what? Wait up. Oh. Oh, no way. That thing wasn't giving any orbital readings at all anymore. Zero, zip. Why is it suddenly active again? I believe that settles our dispute. It sure does. So the real artifact was inside, huh? I've never seen one quite like it. Looks like a box of some kind, or a cube, maybe. Kevin acquired the Cosmic Cube. I'd like to thank you two for your cooperation in the recovery of this artifact. In accordance with the pacts of the Church, I, Kevin Graham, will be assuming custody of it from here on out. You and all who aided you have the Septian Church's deepest appreciation. I never thought we were gonna escape. Erica sure doesn't know when to quit. That's a kind of way of putting it. Couldn't believe I was hearing right at the end, though. Just as I thought she'd maxed out her crazy talk dispute, she goes and shouts, "Well, if you're going to be taking that, then I'll be taking her." I thought Alice was a one-of-a-kind cuteness freak, but she might actually have some stiff competition. Alice? Oh, sorry, she's a girl I met while I was here last time. She's a bracer, about your age, I think. Oh. Rias? Yes? You're not mad at me, are you? For not keeping in touch with you? Father Graham. Yes? 5 years is a long time. Just as you've changed and progressed in rank significantly during those years, so have I. The Rias Argent standing before you is a squire of the Grancel, not the girl you once knew. I am here to serve and to protect you, nothing more. Come on, Rias. You need not concern yourself with how I feel. If you don't treat me as a subordinate, then there's little reason for me to be here serving you. And with that talk out of the way, we need to board the last international liner out of Grancel, don't we? We should start making our way to the landing port. Wait a sec. Was that your... It was a figment of your imagination. Huh? You seem to be tired, Father Graham. I see no other explanation as to why you're hearing sounds that clearly don't exist in reality. I think you ought to try and have some rest when we reach the airship. As I was saying, I think you ought to try and have some rest. Don't even try and tell me that one was my imagination. Man, for a second I thought you'd changed, but you haven't, not one bit. You're still the same perpetually hungry Rias I remember. This is just a simple physiological phenomenon. My lack of control is proof that I still have plenty of training ahead of me. I can only apologize for my own inability. Since when did you not being able to turn off your stomach become something you have to apologize for? Besides, I wouldn't have you any other way. You're forever going to be the girl who was always getting caught sneaking through the kitchen trying to stuff her face to me. I'll be going on ahead. Hey, wait a sec. You're in my way, please move. I'm sorry, okay? I didn't mean to push my luck. I just got carried away thinking of old times, that's all. You have no reason to apologize. Nor do I see any point in you doing so, because there are few things in this world that carry less weight than one of your apologies. Damn, finally biting back, huh? Well, I've only got a 50-50 chance of you listening to me. Can you knock it off with Father Graham, or even Father for that matter? For what reason? I don't know if you're doing it because you feel like you have to, or because you want to act all distant, but there's no way I can get used to it. like ever, and weirds me out. So please, call me Kevin, same as you always did. What if I refuse? Then I'll beg you until you change your mind. I'll get down on my knees if I have to. You certainly would. Well, you know what they say, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Now, it's been a while since, but I'm way too set in my ways now. The one left me. Sorry, didn't quite catch that. It was nothing. Still, I can't very well refuse an order from my superior, so... Oh no, you're not playing that game. It's not an order, it's a favor. Very important distinction. Bleh. You're so selfish, Kevin. There we go, that's what I wanted. But just so we're clear, even if I change how I address you, the fact that I'm your subordinate hasn't changed in the slightest. Don't forget that. Yeah, I know. We can talk like we used to, but there's no way to turn back the clock to the way things used to be. Oh, and one more thing. We've still got some time until the last airship leaves. How about we head over to the department store in the East Block? We can grab you something to eat. I like the sound of that. I propose buying all the bread they have left. I didn't know you were that hungry. So... it's been a while since I had control of him, you know? I don't even know how long this video is just yet, since I had to keep stopping my recording. I thought you were joking when you said you were going to buy everything they had left. The girl behind the counter looked like she thought you were some kind of freak of nature. This is just another example of Idios' divine providence. It's better that they're bought by someone who intends to consume them than to have the poor things be thrown away. Yeah, you're a real bleeding heart, but that much? I hope you're not spending your entire salary on food. I'll have you know that you have nothing to worry about. There are few people in the world who know how to make better use of sales and special offers than I. Well, whatever makes you happy. It's not my business how you blow your mirror at the end of the day. Still, well, I'll give you that my getup is right up at the top of the suspicious charts. I'm pretty sure I would be confused if a woman in a sister's habit came wandering into their shop after dark to buy out the leftovers. Oh, stop your grumbling. It's almost time for us to leave. We should make our way over to the landing port. Not sure how much longer my stomach can wait. Yes, madam. So... sorry. That stomach of yours is gonna have to wait a little longer. Unforgivable. I don't know who this fiend is, but as long as I don't kill them, I can go as far as I like, right? I sympathize, but you, might want to calm down a little. Still, whoever they are, they're not very good at tailing people. Quite. I doubt they have much experience. They do seem to have undergone some degree of training, however. Yeah. Oh well, I'm sad to say, but we're going to have to skip today's last airship out of here. Do you know of a good place to strike? Oh, I do. I know the perfect place. Where did they go? I saw them enter this area, I'm sure of it. In case you remember Gilbert, he was the mayor's aide, I think, who became a Jaeger in the second game. And you can see where he is now. It was you, huh? What? How? How did you discover me? My stealth abilities are the height of perfection. You're just like I remember you, still way too sure of yourself. Who might he be? Well, he's technically part of Ouroboros. He's about as low-ranking a member as you can get, though. I see, he does look the part. How dare you? I'll have you know I'm very much on the up. And as for you, what do you mean he does look the part? You couldn't look more like a nobody if you tried. You're the kind of person who constantly throws himself into things too big to handle and ends up sabotaging himself without anyone lifting a finger. And you refuse to learn from any of your failures, too. What? You haven't lost your touch. I'm impressed how accurately you were able to judge his character after talking to him for, like, a second. I didn't even need to talk to him. He oozes irrelevance from his every pore. cocky, aren't you? Well, let's see how long that cockiness lasts. Bah. A Templar sword? So that's what you picked, huh? Just like you chose a bowgun as your weapon of choice, I chose a Templar sword for mine. That's all there is to it. Gotcha. Impossible. What did you just do? I don't even know how I got hit. It's a weapon used by the Grancel called a Templar sword. The blade's made up of multiple pieces held together by wires that let the user extend it at will. Anyway, it's time those lips started flapping. What's a wanted criminal like you doing here in Grancel? How much of our business do you know? Why should I have to answer your... You don't know when to give up. Start talking now. FYI, she's not in a good mood. And, you don't want to make her any madder. So real quick, in case you're wondering about her sword, like, the best analogy I can give you, I think the character's name is Renji from Bleach, who uses one just like that, how the sword stretches when swung. So, can you see my... Yes, you can see my mouse, and it's actually been there for quite some time. But you can't see it on screen, only up here at the top. Damn. So if you see those blue lines across her sword, those would be the segments that will extend. There's wires there, as Kevin said, and depending on how long those wires are, that tells you how far the sword can move. So it's kind of like a combination between a sword and a whip, depending on how long those wires actually are. Looks like I've only got one option. I'm so sorry, forgive me. I'm only here because I crash landed. I didn't even want to come here. After I did, I happened to see you two, so I decided to follow you, I swear. Never underestimate the kowtow. Maybe I misjudged him. There might be more to him than meets the eye. In a sense. That's a nice way of putting it. So go on, keep talking. You said you crash-landed here. That means there's an Ouroboros airship somewhere near here that you came on, right? No, there isn't. I did crash-land, but it wasn't on board an airship. It was on board this. What the? He has narcissism? Not so relevant now, am I? Show them what you can do, G Apache. Mow them down. So I remember if the Apaches are those things we fought outside the castle in the end of the second chapter or not. Anyway, we have Rias here. So if you notice, her symbol there, the red ball thing, whatever you want to call it, is grayed out. As a result, that means she has no S-craft, no S-break, or anything to use. Instead, she has Chain 1, hopefully a little self-explanatory. She has Arc Fencer, raises Templar Sword and extends it to attack, inflicts impede, very helpful. And it's a line I should also point out, which makes it even better. Then she has Holy Blessing, heals half your HP, restores 50 CP, cures KO with a blessing. So, it's single target, so this is just a revival move, I'm guessing? Maybe you can use it on someone who isn't knocked out yet. In terms of orbit, she has the usual water stuff, but then she also has wind stuff. So unfortunately, a lot of the wind stuff is in the support category, I remember. So we have Stone Hammer we can use, we have Aqua Bleed, Firebolt, Air Strike, Soul Blur. She's all over the place. So in terms of weaknesses, Gilbert has none. The member of Ouroboros with the most growth potential, he says. Uses varied attacks. And then the G Apache, which has no weakness also. A new kind of Argism made by the 13 factories has many different armaments. And Gilbert has as much HP as we do, as the Apache has a little bit more. So we'll go with Soul Blur.
Charge complete! Get up! What the?
So hey, I get the CP turn.
Hey!
Unfortunately, he gets the healing turn. So if Kevin doesn't thaw relatively soon, it's pretty much already over. There he goes. So remember, he never got a turn before they killed him. Odds are Rias is going down in a second. I may have to redo this fight just because of RNG. So we'll use this on her. And hopefully I can actually start attacking. So that's going on Kevin. As such, I don't have to move Rios any. But we can use Arc Fencer here.
No way!
That's supposed to impede.
What the heck?
So if that's its only real move that I have to watch out for,
Hold on a second. I'm so sorry. See, look at me. Please. Can't we all just get along?
now do your attack to see it obnoxious.
Shake on it. Oh, yeah. Idiot. This is what you get. Just go away. Damn it. I'm in the lead. You little. Damn you. That's what you get. Jerk. Wait. Let's talk this over.
I couldn't even read that text because it scrolled so fast. So, I'll use a Titanic Roar. Actually, hold on, if I do Shadow Spear. So let's do this. It'll hit them both. So I think taking Gilbert out is probably the priority, since he can inflict that frozen status effect. Now, the thing I'm looking at is her turn is going to fall on the strength turn. As such, I think I'd rather use a healing move and heal up Kevin, and then he can take advantage of the strength turn. Overall, the strength turn is not as effective in this game as it is in other ones, because you have level 90 stats, so it's just not as much for a turn compared to the crit. Like, it says times 10, but it's not. It's maybe 10% damage at best, while crit turn is always double. So we'll use Cross Gear Rage.
Take that!
And you can see how much of his debuff works. Critical mode. It'd be nice if I could cleanse that away somehow. So I'm not entirely sure why Kevin is casting faster than Rias, but it doesn't matter. AT delay.
What the heck?
So even though we're getting hit with that, I don't think it's as broken as it is in Cold Steel. This could be bad. Okay, it didn't do anything. It's going to delay her turn even further, as such it's going to deny me the EP heal unless I can cast right there. So this is basically a free cast. Let's do this just to make sure he dies. It's going to cost Rias the healing turn, though.
It's just a flesh wound.
There's even a Monty Python reference in the end. So the debuff has expired. I'm only taking 3,000 damage from him, which is not nearly as bad. So that's 2,000. That's 500. Quite a difference. I'm not going to chase this thing all across the map. So, the small spells are still more efficient, but they aren't as one-sided as they used to be, I guess. She's gonna get hit here, I'm afraid. He doesn't have any impede moves as far as I know. So the best I can do is give her Tira, so that she won't die to this. The EP turns a little waste on her since her orbit isn't as open as Kevin's. So Rias is in trouble here since she could take up to like 4,000 to 5,000 damage if she gets hit. We're gonna have her heal Kevin here. And he's close enough to where I should be able to start hitting him again. I don't think he's within range for any crafts, though.
Let's end this.
So I don't know if hard mode actually has the enemies have more attacks or if it's just higher stats, but from what I'm seeing now, I'm suspecting it's just higher stats. We'll use the Arc Fencer.
No way.
Right there you can see what I meant by her sword stretches. And I thought that did damage. I think I'd rather have the EP turn here. If I cast Soul Order, I won't get it. Has to be a healing move, huh? Oh well. So the defense down thing did time out. I don't have to worry about that. Let's go Shadow Spear. So right here, I would like to try to take those healing turns. So I'm going to use Tira right now on myself, because she should act immediately afterward. If I didn't know any better, I'd say he's probably going to use his buff again. but it's very important I deny him that healing turn. Unfortunately, I don't have any of my loot from carrying over the data, so I have to get by with just what they give you. I think the second chapter was the same way, to be completely honest, how you had to get through the first part before you get your loot. Like, one of the items is supposed to be like a gladiator headband or something, so you can get more CP and spam crafts if you want. So his buff is down. And as is, he is not going to get that healing turn, which is great news.
Hey!
Okay, that could have been worse. Not by much, though. Since she can't reach him, I'm just going to cast the spells. He's going to die soon anyway.
Take that!
Oh, he died right there.
Alright, what's next?
So yes, that's a level 90 squire. We got a tier ball from Gilbert. No! Curse you, do you have any idea how much I had to go through to earn that? You really are full of surprises, aren't you? I'm impressed, Rios. You sure know how to get the best out of that thing. She didn't impress me in that fight, I'm afraid. Not at all. I've still got a lot to learn. Especially if I want to be half as good as my sister. Heh. Still, I'm no different. Kevin, Anyway. I'd wager you're out of tricks now, so you ready to give up and come quietly? If you don't try and cause any more trouble, I'll hand you over to the soldiers here and leave it at that. You're planning to hand me over to the Royal Army? That's your best option. If you really want us to take you back to Arteria instead, that's cool by me. But if you go with that one, I can't guarantee your safety. I'll leave that one to you. Again? What was that? This thing again. It starts glowing so randomly. Maybe it's reacting to something. What is that thing? What are you planning on doing? Nothing to you, don't worry. Shut up for a sec. What's up with this thing? And they're missing the apostrophe S. So the time to begin is finally upon us. Huh? What? When did you... It is a pleasure to see you again, Kevin Graham. Traverser of the pathless darkness, repenting of his transgressions with the sin of a stigma forever on his back. Who the hell are you? Kevin. Thus my lord was revived, and Gehenna something or another. Come forth, offerings, come forth, lost fiends, burn to ashes in the ever-blazing flames. That went by way too fast. In case you're wondering, I'm not holding any buttons, just scrolled that fast. What happened? Why did I... Where am I? Rios. Rios, are you okay? What's going on? Kevin? Where are we? I'm glad you're okay. How are you feeling? Any pain? I feel sick. You do? My stomach's going to implode if I don't get any food soon. I'm starting on all that food we bought. Sure, I'd normally be just as down for food as you are, but come on! Is that really what you should be thinking about right now? There's nothing in this world more important or fundamental than eating. But if we must change the subject, I remember a strange man appearing, then that cube glowing white all of a sudden. Then? Yeah, I don't remember any more than that either. But take a look around us. Stone bookcases? Are we inside some kind of ruin? No, wait. What? The Hermit's Garden. Yeah. So much for this being an easy assignment. So, Growl's Ritter unlocked with the end of the prologue. I'm gonna drop a save. And calling it quits here. I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.